What's up, everyone? Another game of our Guess the ELO series of people who sent me games and were asking if I'd like to commentate and cast them. Well, let's see. So I'm not sure which one of the two of them submitted this, so let's see which name we pop on. So it's Will Slim 95. Thanks, Will Slim 95, for sending me this game. Well, let's take a look here. It's a good start so far. All right. Found a starting sheep. A little bit out of the town center, but not bad. Scouting with two of them, it looks like, and already found some more. Nice, nice. And is shift clicking the sheep scouting. That's a smart strategy. I definitely recommend that. Where's this villager going? Oh, he's looking for a lumber camp spot. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Sounds good. This is a good spot to pick that lumber camp in the back. I would definitely recommend this one, or here is fine too. But this one might be even a little further to the back. Good decision there. Nice micro to make sure he didn't kill that extra sheep. Getting his first boar. Let's see. And let's see, does he build his houses yet? Or does he build a mill first? Oh, he catches the house. Okay. Good stuff. Good scouting too. Maybe a little feels like it could line up with the TC with how far away that is from the edge of the map. A tip I'll give is just you want to scout a little further towards the middle of the map, or you might run into that TC. I usually say about TCs are commonly about 2/3 of the screen away, something like that. So if you scout a little bit further out on the mini map, you can stay away from TCs all the time. All right, so getting a bit of gold here. Okay, little touch of idle TC time, not much. What are these villagers doing here? Okay, luring a deer. Okay, lots of stuff going on right now. Going for barracks. Nice. Okay, deer luring. I like this. It's definitely I'm gonna guess a men at arms build here. Loom, okay. And some walls. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, definitely wall with one villager. It's always a good idea. Now, I would say if you're going to get this much gold, probably would be a good idea to build a mining camp. Okay, there you go. You got it anyway. Good stuff. Now, you are going to have a lot of villagers that kind of run out of food pretty quick. Usually, it's a good idea to start retasking a few of them. Yeah, there you go. That's good, yeah. And it's tough to... Okay, going straight forward with militia. I will say this, it's usually a good idea to kind of go together with a group of 2 or 3. Sometimes they run into wolves on their way there, and it's really annoying if you run into 2 wolves and it kills your first militia. So right here, you want to queue up a couple villagers. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna guess you're going for a men at arm upgrade here. Yeah, nice. Archery range. I would definitely recommend your archery range to be over here. Over here feels like it's far away from the action. I would also recommend if you have this much food, get the wood upgrade. It's a really important upgrade, I would say. Okay, you got a house coming here. Good, yeah. Now let's see how you micro this army here. Now the one thing I would also recommend is if you can, scout a little bit more with your scout around here to see where the wood pile is. I mean, you did find the berries, obviously, and it looks like you're going to do some good damage here. Now, don't run towards the TC. Always, the second it goes there, just attack the mill or move back until you can watch the archers again, or the men at arms again. Looks like your opponent is archery range and stable. Okay, looking good. Yeah, and if you see archers, just retreat a bit. Bring your scout, because with a single archer, or even 2 archers, if you can get them kind of a screen away from the TC, like somewhere over here, you can usually pick them off. So, yeah, that's good. Definitely worth a try. And good dodge there. Nice work. You kind of distract your opponent. Now here, I would say, I guess you could fight. You'll get the archer probably. That was good, yeah. Okay. And then definitely retreat. Okay. I would say whenever you can, look at these, like when you're managing your economy, just retreat them slightly. That's what I do. You can hit H to go back to your town center, or sorry, essentially you retreat them a touch, hit H, go back to your town center, do a couple things, get villagers back to work, and then hit the number twice, you know, for the control group, it'll send you back here. I would also rank. I was about to say, definitely want to build a second lumber camp if you have a few villagers over there. Looks like you're already on that. Good stuff. Now you do have the resources for it. Even before these farms, I think you could have got the farm upgrade maybe. But it's not terrible. But if you get the chance, definitely do that. And you want to make sure that second you have an archery range up, if you have the gold for it, you want to keep building archers. I also recommend, like, it seems like you're walling this way around. It would be nice to at least have maybe this part closed or something. Yeah, it's looking like you're not going to get much warning here. So let's see your reaction here. So it is 3 scouts. You can fight. It's a little dicey to fight, but yeah, okay, retreating TC. That's a fine decision too. And let's see your opponent here. Is he going to get that villager? Yes, he is. He's also going to take some heavy fire there. Okay. Yeah, you'll get some good shots in here. Probably kill the villain, but you get some good shots. Nice. So in all honesty, that's not the worst trade, but not the best either. The archers are going to make it a little bit difficult. And you definitely want to put your villagers back to work, and maybe not send those out, but bring your archers back here. If you see your enemy has 3 archers here, build 2 skirmishers too. Are you going forward right away? Okay. And you do want to get back to work, and you can just throw those villagers on farms here or something like that, and build a house or 2 or whatever else. Like, it's... The other thing, I mean, you have a really tough map here, in all honesty. This gold is super forward. And it's very open over here. So, I will tell you this: if you're in a situation like this again, where you have really forward gold, and you know it's going to be like, you know, he's making feudal army, you're making feudal army, and it's going to be a little messy. There's no shame in building a tower on the side here, even on this side here. You know, I do it all the time. I know some people say, well, you can't build a second town center or whatever. Who cares? You know what? Better to be up 5 villagers and not be able to build that second TC right away than anything else. So good here. And so I think you also when you have that many archers, you want to get the upgrades for them too. So, and obviously there's tons of things going on right now, so this is a very hectic part of the game. And this is where I would say you want to just grab these and put them in a control group. Just control 2 or something like that. And then every time you hit them, like I just set one here, it's easy to see where they're at. And you can do that. Hit H, build a couple villagers, come back, build a couple farms. You know, you probably want to get down a few hundred wood. You can even add a 3rd archery range here. Your Ethiopians, your archers are amazing. And I would definitely recommend the fletching upgrade. You did get the blacksmith. And the second you have the blacksmith and you have 4 or 5 archers, fletching is a good upgrade. It's 1 more range, 1 more attack. It'll definitely do good for your archers. And this is good. I see you scouting here, seeing where he's at, and that's excellent. Now, when you're sending archers forward, I would say you might probably want to keep them inside the wall. Oh, you did. You kept them inside the thing. That works too. And looks like you're fully walled in here. That's good. That'll make it easier. I highly recommend this type of wall at almost any skill level, I would say. I mean, obviously this map is very open, but it will help you react to things easier. Okay, go and attack him here. Nice. So yeah, when you're moving them around, I usually just watch them. Oh, sneaky. Oh, there's a hole in the wall. So, it's hard to pick those up when there's a gate, but what you do to check that is you lock the gate, and you try and click outside the wall. Now here, I think you pop the archers out too. You can get the archers, kill that scout, get the skirms, kill those archers. You got enough army to deal with it. There you go. Now, he's up to castle age, but he's still not out of the woods. In fact, I'd say you might have the edge up here, actually. It's close. Let's see. Yeah, you have 10 more villagers than he does. If you kill anything, I mean, he's in tons of trouble, so. And you're almost up here. That's good. Now, I will say, when you're Ethiopians like this, after you go up, you can decide what to do. But I usually would recommend... Okay, let's see how this goes. Now, if you're in a situation like this, you can actually win the game. What you do is you... well, it looks like you might do it right here anyway, but... Good job. Now, what I was going to say is... I thought it was just going to be 2 archers. You can sometimes micro kill the archers and then kill the villagers, but that knight did come in and get them, so... I will also recommend, as you're going to Castle Age, you're building, 5 archers, 6 archers in each of these ranges. Archery ranges. I would actually recommend building 2 more archery ranges. And as you're going to the next stage, this is the time to check your upgrades. Do you have the gold upgrade? Do you have the fletching upgrade? I seen you got the farm upgrade already. That's good. I see you're walling behind. I totally agree with that. Don't want to let your opponent in. Always easier to deal with things when they're behind walls, that's for sure. And Spear just taking this out. Nice. Good job. Alright, second barracks. Oh, you're going to use the free pikeman upgrade because you've seen the knights. So it is hard to tell right now, and it's hard to tell that your opponent's booming, but he isn't attacking you, so... this is actually where... Let's see. Town Watch, good technology there, yeah. Now, if you're going to do a barracks, you might as well start adding pikemen or spearmen in the first one, too. It seems like you're gearing up to go that way, so... And you're building a town center here. You bought some stone. Good idea. That's a nice town center by the gold and the wood. Usually you want to build it with 3 or 4 villagers. Oh, looks like you got a couple going there. Two works too. That's fine. And you're building another town center here. That's good. Just by the stone. I might have said... well, actually, it's a good spot. I might have said by the other stone just because it's a little easier to build farms around it, but... It's still pretty good. It protects the main gold, which is a good idea. Town patrol. Okay, you're really trying to get some vision here. So I would hold off on town patrol usually. It's a very expensive technology. I think you'd be better off here getting fletching, which you just did, and crossbowmen, and even bodkin arrow. Yeah, and archer armor. And you got bodkin arrow coming. That's good. So as Ethiopians, you always want to upgrade your archers. They're going to be very strong. And, you know, I don't know if you spotted the hole yet, but you definitely want to fix that. Thumb ring is good, too, when you have, 15 to 20 archers. The other thing I want to recommend is you haven't seen any army from him. So, at that point, you're pretty sure that your opponent is probably booming. So, when you're doing army and they're booming, you want to also attack. It's good you're building your own town centers too, and of course it is a little tough to boom and attack at the same time. Even players like myself will tell you that that's not easy. And you did build an extra barracks, but you haven't built any pikemen, so I don't think you needed that second barracks. I think it would have been better as another archery range. Wow, looking like a good boom going here. All TCs have villagers being made, and you have 18 on food, which is perfect for 3 town centers, so that's really good. Whenever you have an extra skirmisher, always just throw it way in front. Just that way, if you run into any siege or any knights, you'll know right away. At least the archers can retreat in time. Also, when you're going forward, sometimes it's hard to be always watchful. So I always make sure you attack move. So essentially, that's I don't know what button it is. If it's A or R, I can never remember, but it just makes it so that if your army runs into anything, it will attack right away. Now, when you're booming like this, there's a button, I think it's Control H, at least for me it is. It selects all the town centers, and you can just build a bunch of villagers. Oh, it looks like you just did that. Okay, never mind. You already know that. Good job. Now you're doing it. You scouted with the skirm. Nice. Yeah, I didn't even... Yeah, okay. And you've seen that he has a ton of siege up there, and smart idea, retreating. I would definitely retreat there too. In fact, I would actually recommend, if you see siege and archers like this, build your own siege shop on this hill. It'll give you a nice control advantage over your opponent. And knights are definitely good. This will definitely help. Yeah, extra lumber camp over there. Okay. Yeah, the wood is not the best in this map, eh? And I can totally see that. Yeah. Now, if you can, I mean, you put the archers together. You'll have about 22. And this army is getting a little tough to deal with. But if you can kill the mangonel and maybe a couple scorpions, you can deal with it. The first thing you want to get is probably knights, just after you see this army. Husbandry won't really help much against it, I would say, until you have like 5 or so knights. Good idea retreating here. Good idea. And if you're going to go some cavalry with archers out there, get the armor upgrade for the cavalry. But in this case, I would actually prefer siege as defense. Like just one siege shop and a couple units. Now, this is getting a little bit difficult to deal with. I would definitely want to... It's, you definitely want to get your archers in this area to deal with this. So definitely always run your villagers. You got him, yeah. I see you're microing that mangonel down. That was good. And now what you do is just attack move these archers and you just wipe them up, right? And you're doing it. You got all of them coming in here. Your opponent's trying to run away, but he's going to get smoked. Yeah. So, by the way, after the army's kind of half dead, that's when you can just ungarrison your villagers and go back to doing other things, right? You don't need to focus too much. Like, a little bit's good, but... And I would also say... Oh, you're doing it. I was going to say, add one knight. Yeah, you'll deal the scorpions. That's perfect. You know, it looks like a lot of these things I'm saying you're already doing, so good job there. Yeah, free scorpion kills. The other thing I want to say is, right now, I think it's time to do kind of two things. I think you kind of want to put your archers on the hill in scattered formation here. At least that means that if your enemy comes to attack again, he'll get surprised by a ton of army on a hill and might just lose all of it. That's one good thing. The other one is you're doing great here. You have a great economy. Your boom's going good. You have a lot of wood, though. Whenever you have a lot of wood, what you want to do is take 7 villagers, build a mill, and just like 10 farms, you know, and then grab a few more villagers, put them on gold, you know, and essentially you want to do the big things to get a lot of villagers off wood. You might want to use the market and sell 500 or 1,000. You can take a few more of them, put them on stone. And it looks like you're doing that here, but this stone's getting a little inefficient. You probably want to delete a house, but then you're open. But I think you probably should, just to, or else those villagers are gonna walk all the way around. The other thing I want to recommend right here is you just killed his whole army. You definitely want to attack. Now I know it might be a little sketchy when he has mangonels, but what you do is you don't attack the front here. You know you've seen a siege shop here earlier. Go around one of the two sides. You know, go way on the side, way on the other side. You're just going to try and find some stray villagers there and do some damage. Yeah, university is a good one. It's definitely a good one to have at this time. Yeah, and you are taking villagers off wood to go on stone here. That's good. You did delete a wall. I like that. Nice. All right. Now, let's see here. So I would say, too, the other thing, too, is obviously if you're paying attention, you can build a second lumber camp here. In all honesty, though, I'd probably throw these on gold. Just because you already have a lot of wood. Or maybe on food, even. You probably need another 5 or 10 farms here. And then you have to decide, am I going archers and imp? And, ooh, this is dicey. You always don't start building the castle, because this could get shot down in one shot, until your army's there. And if you see siege, always use scattered formation. I think it's the E button by default. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But that'll make it so at least if you take a mangonel shot, it won't do as much damage because you'll kind of be spread out. Okay. Yeah, that's what I mean right here. This is... if you're in scattered formation, at least you take a little less damage. Okay, good micro. Good micro. Nice. Good job. That was very well done. This is perfect timing, by the way. If he hits Imperial Age, you want to fight. You want to take out as much of this army as you can. But obviously he's smart. He's retreating to his town center. Good job. Yeah, now you want to retreat a little bit because it's by the town center, and definitely go for that castle is good. Good shots there. And yeah, this castle's good. I would actually recommend you put the castle on the hill here. You kind of stop the middle and I mean, don't get me wrong. If you can get it up here, it's okay, but it's definitely going to be under some pressure with mangonels and crossbowmen. I guess you do have some light cav here. Light cav are good ideas. I like this. You're kind of distracting him a little bit, giving yourself some time. Going for the mangonel. Oh, this is going to get dicey, yeah. Uh-oh, is this castle going up? Yeah, so this is where I was saying, it's like, it's a... oh, it's close. It's close! Oh. I'm so curious, is this going up? Oh, almost, almost. So this is where the castle is right here. It would have been up 100% certainty. No way you could get stopped there. So this is, your opponent has Arbalest here with +3 range and attack. It's going to be extremely tough to get that castle up now. And even scouts, they're going to get probably mowed down by that army. I would say this. So you were quite a bit ahead in army a little bit earlier. If you attacked a little sooner, he wouldn't have been able to get all these upgrades and get to this spot. And then you also could have put that castle here. And you've also been very close to going up to the next stage for a long time. If I were you, I'd recommend you buy 200 food and just go straight up to the next stage. Obviously, you want to make some army too. And, you know, I know you're still focused on this castle, but in all honesty, I think you got to just let it be and leave it as a distraction because I see you still trying. All right. Go for it. Yeah. At least it's got a lot of hit points, so it's going to delay your enemy a bit. I would also recommend, obviously it's hard to do it now, but you want to really sell some of that wood and buy some stone and build another castle here. Or anywhere here, really. It's just something to buy you more time. Because your enemy's definitely coming here. Alright. Now, you know your enemy's got mostly Arbalests. So, I think, yeah, skirms, that's the right answer. You got it. If I were you, I'd probably do both skirms and archers, just because you are Ethiopians and your archers are amazing. So, and you have 5,000 wood. Don't be afraid to hit build archery range and just hold down shift and click like 10 times and make 10 archery ranges. You have the resources for it, and you're doing it now. I see this castle's coming. Yeah, so definitely on the spot sometimes here. Just need to do them a touch sooner, I would say. Now, if this one gets up, I think you'll have a better chance of holding on here. And some seed shops, that's definitely a good idea too. And it looks like this is going to be in time. That's good. That's good. Nice. So this is going to be a tough army to deal with. There's a couple rams there, and I think you have enough army to do it though, but you need to wait till you get the upgrades. So staying by your castle, that's perfect. That's the way you want to do it. And you found the stray gold mine. That's another good one. Couple show tells going, yeah, trying to pick off the bombard cannon. Fair enough. Now this is a tough part. This is I would say you want to repair your castle with a few villagers, and you probably want to put a few more villagers on stone, and you want to make a lot of army here. Now this is really going to come down. You know this castle's going to drop. The hard thing is do you want to wait for fighting until you get the upgrades? Because right now you're fighting Castle Age units against Imperial Age upgrades. It's just it's not the time to fight. You want to wait. You want to wait till you hit that next age and you get those upgrades. So what you try and do is hide behind the castle and And once you hit the Imperial Age here, you definitely want to buy a bit of stone. Oh, you did. Okay, keep preparing. And make your own trebuchets. Make 2 trebuchets and just try and focus these down. And you have another castle here too. So you got quite a few things going on here. It's a lot of shotels. Yeah, if you can pick up the bomber cannon, that would be perfect. I am a fan of this idea. Obviously, it's tough to do because these will obviously mow down your army, but nice. Almost, almost. And so here, if you had, if you got the upgrades right here for the bracer upgrade, and built a bunch of archer ranges and added a bunch of skirmishers, had archer skirmisher on this hill, I think you'd be okay. It'd still be tough. I think this is going to be a tough game. Obviously, it gets very tough once you don't have a castle. Yeah, yeah. And so I think I'm thinking main things for you to focus on are going to be when you get some army, you want to attack with it and try and focus on that army a little bit. When you're going to Castle Age with an archer civilization, always get crossbowman upgrade and get bodkin arrow, and it'll save you a lot of heartache down the road, and also make it easy for you to attack. I liked your boom there, 3 town centers. That was very well done. In fact, it looked like you had constant bill production the whole way through. You do want to spend that wood a little bit more, and maybe make a few more villagers as you're playing. And the way to spend that wood is you just build a mill, and don't worry about the placement of farms. I know everyone always likes to bug me about it, but just drop 10 farms. And by holding the shift key, you just click that build farm and you hold it down, and it'll build, keep clicking different spots, and it'll click all 10. And same with archery ranges. If you're going to build archers, you got 7,000 wood. Build 8 archery ranges with the same idea. Just a couple villagers, shift click them down. The other thing I would say is that this castle was very well done. Protected your economy, your base. It solidified everything. You didn't have to worry about raids anymore. I think your second castle should have been on the hill in the middle. It's almost always the best spot, somewhere in between your opponent on a nice fancy hill. A good spot to start. Also, if you're gonna fight, you want to wait, especially when you're close to Imperial Age. You want to wait until you get the upgrades. So if you had the same upgrades he had here, especially if you retreated those skirms that kind of died when he was hitting your castle at the start, you would have had enough army to deal with this. I think it would have been close anyway. Maybe still would have lost, but not as much. And you are doing quite well, I would say. So I'm gonna guess your ELO. I mean, this was a tough map, so I'm gonna say, what do I want to say here? Think somewhere around, gonna say like 1,200, maybe 1,300, 1,200, 1,300, somewhere in that range. Definitely your build was good at the start. You had lots of villager production. You had a good strategy going men-at-arms, doing some damage. The middle game was a little bit tougher, but nothing that I think you have a few spots to work on, and hopefully I've given you that. Anyways, that's my guess. I realize it could be wrong, but anyways, let me know if you watch this game in the comments below what your rating is, and we'll do a great reveal. So thank you for being brave enough to send this game, and there was a lot of action and a bit of back and forth, so really appreciate it, WillSlam95. All right, see you next time.